Suzanne is actually at the company that I work, Kenya Association of Music Producers. Suzanne is one of our directors. She was elected as one of the board members to serve for a 3-year term at the Kenya Association of Music Producers. You are one of the creatives, one of the artists that has survived the course of time, even having hits produced by younger artists, Kamula. There's a group of artists that you're working with now. And why I'm asking this is how to tie the relationship of, firstly, if you could just give us a brief on how it was previously in terms of being able to monetize within the creative industry. And I think that's mainly with performances, because there's no digital platform by the time. So I'm just curious to see the opportunities in the digital space that you see now from your perspective, and moving from where we were to where we're going now. What are the opportunities that you see within the digital space? And then we can even share some of the challenges that you also foresee. So first, from where we were.
Yeah, so for me, what can
Before
I say?
you used
My
to have to
first,
sell
so of course,
CDs.
no, cassettes.
Cassettes.
We were in cassettes when I started in music.
Yeah.
And then CDs came. This was in 1995. And compared to Musically Speaking, where we sold 700 cassettes, my first Nipani Coupe, we sold like 5,000 because of being able to go from shop to shop, etc., etc.
So a lack of distribution.
Lack of
was
distribution mechanisms.
A previous challenge when it came to selling in the place.
It was always my challenge.
And do you see some opportunities that now could sort out the challenges that you have in the future? So, for example, is distribution one that you feel is now a better way?
I think for me, as you know, I'm relaunching my label.
Congrats on that, baby.
Thank you. So, for me, it's always been, the challenge has always been, where the value chain is broken is distribution. Because in production, when we first joined the industry, we all like the production is bad, the quality is bad, blah, 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 blah. And so we fixed that part. And by and large, whenever you hear music, you hear good music, by and large. Now, what is not fixed is the promotion and distribution. And for me, it's distribution that's key. Because if you cannot get your product to the customer, you can't make any money.
Okay. And that at least can now be sorted with a digital platform where at the press of the button, you're able to reach a large number of people.
But that's if you control the digital platform.
Okay.
Or if you have, it's not even controlling, but if you have proper oversight over how the digital platform is running.
All right. And I like that. Opportunity, challenge.
Yeah.
So the opportunity is that, yes, the digital platform provides a larger extent for distribution. The challenge is if you don't have proper control.
Yeah, proper oversight, proper control. And proper, and also proper, some of the people some of the platforms are not transparent. Okay, there's been a lot of issues.
And before you come to transparency, because I think that becomes the challenge.
Yeah.
So I think first there's a distribution availability.
Yes.
Second, monetization. It increases monetization.
Absolutely.
But now the challenge would be now in the transparency.
Yes. In the transparency
of the monetization.
In the agreements. We've all heard how artists were being paid 2 million and thought they were being paid a lot of money, and then when the back end was opened, the company that was running it was earning 23 million. And so when artists or producers are being paid a commission rather than the platform holder taking a commission and paying the artist, that system is upside down.
In fact, yes, and again, a very important point. In fact, I'd like to speak on that more clearly. So I think the second thing you said is the monetization as an opportunity, but the challenge being in the transparency and the ability for the artists within the digital space being able to access and actually see the back end to know what it is that they are.
Exactly.
Because it's true.
We
rarely get access.
And that's in the digital world. How difficult would that be?
It should be possible.
Yeah, it's not difficult.
The third point you mentioned is even in the, I don't know if you refer to it as the share splits, because for me one of the challenges I point out is in that digital space, who would have the right to upload a particular work? Would it be the first person who uploads it, Will it be, because the connection is still your work and upload it. So the process of uploading, for me, I think that's also one of the challenges. But I want to see if there's no opportunity there.
There's an opportunity, because if it can be claimed in retrospect, then it would be a challenge that you can overcome.
Right.
The digital space really, we're running to catch up. But I think that's a good problem.
Yeah.
It's a good problem. But the question is, where will the reparation be? Because there should be some form of reparation.
Okay. Yeah. Reparation, I know I'm a lawyer and I should know this English word, but just reparation.
How do you repair the problem? How do you remedy? In lawyer speak, what's the remedy?
So, yes, there could be challenges in the digital platform, but we should be looking towards remedies of any wrongs within the digital platform.
Because I think we need to...
Actually, also, hold that thought. To the group, I think that's one of the important topics that I'd like to throw for discussion. What are the reparations that should be available within the digital platform, so that it is a good yes, but how do you remedy any ills that are occurring within the digital platform? So what for you would be the reparations that we can present in the digital platform to overcome the challenges as some of the ones that you mentioned, because the opportunity is actually seen in there.
And there's also so many. I mean, I tell you about this gospel singer who was paid 2 million or 3 million and then discovered actually her song made 21 million. So what is the reparation for that? What do we do about the unscrupulous middlemen? And that's the problem with the digital space for me. We have unscrupulous middlemen who are controlling and being supported by the telcos, okay, who are paying people who have never seen, somebody out of high school has never seen 20,000 shillings, is being given 200,000, and she runs away and thinks she's okay, until later she realizes her song made 10 million, or he or she. So this whole thing.
Suzanne, again, 2 points that I don't want to lose you on. The first one of the 2 points you've made is the existence of what we can refer to as middlemen in the process of digital monetization.
And they are forced middlemen. They are middlemen that are forced on the industry. They're not necessary.
Right. We had physical piracy before, now we have digital piracy. And by the way, we were with you at a seminar with the Anti-Counterfeit Authority, remember?
Yes.
And part of what questions we posed was, how do you eliminate digital piracy in this space of ours? And trust me, there was no clear answer, because it's very hard. It's very hard to eliminate, to completely eradicate digital piracy. But some of the measures that the Anti-Counterfeit Authority, for example, in Kenya is doing, working with the other anti-counterfeit agencies, is moving towards developing laws that make takedown processes more efficient. All right, so that now when there's someone that pirates your works or artistic works, the process of takedown is faster, because it requires you to have to go to court, file papers and so on and so forth. So first, there's a cost implication. Second, there's time, having to prove the case. Third is the process of identifying wherever that site sits, which is quite challenging. I think you'd agree that still exists. Do you still
the challenge still exists, but I think the opportunity for monetization of music and culture and everything, it far outweighs, I think, the challenges. I'm glad that the policies are being changed so that takedown policies are much faster. Because that has always been a challenge.
What more can be done to overcome the challenges that exist within the digital platform, so that all we have are opportunities that we're able to all gain from? What more can be done? We've talked about some of the challenges, some of what we think is possible, but even as we mentioned that we didn't even have solutions when speaking with the Anti-Counterfeit Authority and several other partners. It was difficult to deal with digital piracy. What more do you think can be done to combat digital piracy and other forms of piracy in the digital space, in addition to the other topic that I mentioned earlier? So to you out there, keep pushing your message, keep being authentic, keep being honest, and you shall achieve the dream towards artistic freedom.